Yeah, there we go. Hey, welcome everybody to Astronomy Daily Live. Here we talk all things astronomy, space, science, nerdy things, that kind of stuff. So much that you can even call me cosmic. So, hey, hope everybody's doing well out there in the universe and the world. And I'm going to pull up my chat here, see what's going on there. Good. Yeah, I thought I was going to be running a little bit late. You know, the wheels sometimes just aren't spinning as much as they should when the time goes off. So I start this whole process about 1:45 UTC. I get everything ready to go. I push all the buttons. I do all the tweets. I you know grab some of the good stuff. Cheers. Excellent. So got a big thing of the good stuff there. Hydrogen hydroxide once again. The sun is still up. It is setting. You can sort of see the shadows here still. So yeah, the sun is still up at my location in southern Arizona, United States, but it's going down. It's going down fast. In the next 10 minutes or so,
Whoa.
it should be down. Hey,
It's going to be one of those rare, clear nights tonight. So
Oh, yay.
I will not be with you. I am
All right,
letting
well,
my scope to go.
yeah, I don't know why you're still here.
I'm out of here. I'm just
Have
trying to be
fun.
polite. Bye.
Have fun.
All right,
Enjoy.
Otto. Bye, Otto.
That
Hey, Cosmic.
that was a record in terms of a length of time that someone has been on the panel. So yeah,
Shortest time.
shortest
Yeah.
time ever. So hey, Bobby, what's going on over there?
Nothing much. Good luck to Otto.
Yeah. Well, and I can also say that this live stream is also going to be a short one, again, because the Starlink constellation train, they're calling it a bunch of things. They're calling it all kinds of things. Is going to be visible from my location starting at about 1:52 UTC. So I have set my little alarm here on the smartphone. I'm going to start wrapping it up at 1:45. So but it's a
2:45.
2:45. Yes, I'm going to wrap it up at 2:45. Yeah, that would have been impossible. But so yeah, it's this is the last sort of bright pass that this thing is going to have for quite a while. I've been waiting for heavensabove.com to have their predictions and things up. And when I checked it this morning when I got up, it was there. And so yeah, it's saying that I'm going to have a pass at about 2:52 UTC. So that means, yeah, I think I'm going to start wrapping everything up at about 2:45. It's 2:04 now. So we have a substantial amount of time. Of course, there isn't enough time to talk about all astronomical things. So that's why I like to come on here daily and just take the sometimes the smallest of nibbles on some topic and yeah, just explore it. Sort of go as far as at least I can with things. I'm not really into um, trying to dumb down explanations and make things easier to understand. I I would much rather raise everybody up than lower uh, the science down. I think that is the wrong direction. So my attitude is that if what I'm looking at or reading or thinking about or seeing is just slightly above my head,
All right.
then I'm in a good, nice spot because everything from sort of here down I have some understanding of. But if it's above my head a little bit, then that's really nice. Now it can go so far above my head that I cannot reach it at all, and that's what happens a lot. Uh, it's an absolute fact that even the pros are exactly the same way. Most of the stuff that even we look at here is it's
Alert
just
alert! Alert
completely
alert!
Erd alert,
Alert alert!
Erd alert. Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
Ron, how are you? How are
All
you?
right. All right. All right. All right.
Good, excellent. Yeah. So, all right. Well, cool. So that's sort of the plan for today. It is going to be a short one because I definitely want to see this constellation. The Starlink thing. I think it's a um, well, it's just one of those things that you definitely have to see. So I greatly encourage you to go over to heavensabove.com, and that's heavens-above.com, and you can get this information anonymously. You do have to provide an approximate location on the Earth. But it doesn't have to be exact, right? I mean, it could be, next door town or something like that. Or you can create an account that you can enter, your exact latitude and longitude and altitude, and that's probably the best if you're doing any kind of serious timing or anything like that. But you know, selecting like a nearby town or something, that is good enough. You're usually good to a minute or two on that. So so yeah, but it's supposed to be passing over my location. It's sort of a low pass. I think it's something like um, I want to say it's something like I'm going to look here. Looks like it's about a 51-degree maximum, and magnitude 3.3 at maximum. So the only nice thing is that it's still going to be twilight, but it's sort of in the dark part of the sky, the eastern portion of the sky. So I think I should be able to see it.
Yeah.
Should be able to see it. So,
Mhm.
all right, well, cool. So that's what's going on with me. Like I said, this is this is the first of many of these. Um, there's a big hubbub, sort of boiling in the astronomical community right now about the problem that these satellites are going to pose for ground-based astronomy, and you know my response is yes. I've been talking about this for years. That it's going to be a big problem, and I'm sorry, but I think the cat is out of the bag. I do not think that these satellite systems are going to be stopped by the astronomers. I just don't think it's going to happen. So we are stuck with it.
Now, Ron, and speaking of satellites, I know in the pre-show I told Cosmic if he knows about free to air satellite receiving, but maybe Ron, if you're into like doing satellite stuff, are you like good when it comes to satellite receiving signals from satellite, or you never tried it?
We had a science project in school when we tried to, well, that was something different with the planet signal, but I don't know if we tried it with the satellite signal. I don't know, it was a long time ago.
Yeah,
But guess what
because
guess what it did today though, guys, right here in Minnesota. Guess what it did most of the day today?
What did it do there?
It rained most of the day today.
oh my gosh,
I
yeah.
didn't even get to look at the sun. That was really depressing. I wanted to look at the sun. But
Wow.
nah,
Yeah.
it'll be
Yeah,
alright.
because maybe
It'll work out.
somewhere. Yeah, because the reason I'm asking, somewhere down the line, I might get into free to air satellite receiving.
Ooh, okay.
But I don't know. Like if I do hit that satellite, and I want to hit another one, do I need to like reposition my satellite, or can I just leave it where it's at and I can hit those satellites? And that's the question I'm trying to
It
find the
depends.
answer to.
I think it would depend on how wide your band is, how your bandwidth is. You know, like in the internet signal, you have a bandwidth. You know, like when you're using Wi-Fi, for instance.
Well, this is like around like between 11 to about 13 gigahertz, like in the KU.
Okay.
So I was, but
So does that work on the same principle as far as the amount of space it takes? You know, like when you send a signal with the Wi-Fi,
well,
you know what I mean, right?
Well, I was talking about like broadcast satellites
Right.
and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about like Wi-Fi and stuff.
Well, you're still you're trying to capture a signal, though, right? You're trying to catch
that's it.
radio
But
signal.
the question is that I'm trying to find an answer is with that fixed point up pointing to the sky, how many satellites it can see without me needing to reposition? That's the thing.
That would depend. It would depend on their angle and how they fly across. If it's within your sight, you know, just like a telescope. If you're looking at one area in the sky, you won't see Jupiter come by unless it happens to fly past your view.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Same idea.
I'm not sure how does the satellite sees these satellites. That's the thing I'm trying to find the answer.
What do you think, Cosmic?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. That isn't my area of expertise whatsoever. So
I had a good
idea
though. I mean, it would have to be in the width of the signal path, I would think, in order to pick it up.
Yeah, it depends on. Yeah, I mean, it depends on, I guess, the dispersion of the beam from the satellite. Yeah. I mean, it's probably got to be line of sight. So, you know, it's got to be in your sky. So, and that sort of depends on, you know, the orbits of these satellites and how many there are.
Well, just work with it, Bobby, and good luck on it, and take notes and let us know.
Yeah,
let us know how
that's gonna be in a delayed future and stuff like that.
A delayed future.
When you do it, but when you do it though, delayed future, huh? Would that be
I mean, I could like do it now, but there could be some things and don't get me wrong, but the homeowner is in a lawsuit with the landowner.
Oh no,
Hmm.
that's not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's usually not good.
So
Well, hey,
putting up your equipment would not be a good idea. I got you.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good idea yet.
Yeah.
So here's the I'm just going to say one more thing about the overpass.
Of course, he could always come to
Uh,
Jeffers. He could always come to Jeffers, Minnesota, and he can set it up right here on my shed. I'd be all right.
Yeah.
You might not like it in the wintertime, though.
so there's how it's going to pass over me.
Okay.
It sort of starts in the southwest and slowly moves up, goes by Spica. Here's Spica. Here I can I can probably zoom in a little bit here. Let's see.
Now, Cosmic, did you get an email from Charles? From my friend Charles?
Not that I know of.
Okay. We gave you his. We gave him your email so he can request the link for the live chat here. So.
Okay, cool.
And then so you might have to respond to him or reach out to him or something.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I will keep my eyes peeled.
And he is my co-host, and he's also moderator in KGRA chat. So
Oh, sweet.
He's pretty busy.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
tomorrow morning, if you're not busy, also I'll have a really good guest on my show for an interview. So.
Who?
Do you know who Carl is?
No.
No, you don't. Okay.
Nope. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know her either. It would be a great interview.
She had the on the KGRA. She used to do a morning show like at 9 a.m. or so on my time anyway. It was Paranormal News Now. Paranormal News. Yeah, it might have been Paranormal News Now. I don't know. Anyway, she did news stories on paranormal events, dealing with either UFOs or paranormal side of things.
Right.
And anytime any kind of news thing would come up, then she would have a story about it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so she'd do that, and then she had some other stuff that she did, but one thing we're going to talk about tomorrow is we're going to talk about when seances started in the United States.
Oh, uh-huh.
And she does that kind of paranormal and psychic study type of stuff. Interesting work.
Yeah,
and
interesting.
Just trying to figure out the science of things, different parts of the how things happened. And so, 1849 in New York, there were these three sisters called the Fox sisters.
Okay.
And they set up a kind of a little thing where they were making money off this psychic paranormal stuff, and more or less as a joke. But what happened was they actually opened up a couple of doorways into the paranormal and psychic world, and there's some weird stuff started happening when they started playing around with the stuff. And sometimes you don't want to mess with stuff like that. But as far as learning about it, it's good to know. But Carl is going to be my guest tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time. Okay.
Cool.
So if you're awake or you want to check it out, or if you want to check out the interview later after we're done, and of course we could do that.
Yeah. I will definitely try. I'll be here. It's just just sort of a matter of what I'm doing and if I can pay attention and all of that. So.
All right. Well, you get notices when I come on, so that's good.
I do.
Yeah.
I usually do. I don't know if I get them all, but I get at least one or two a day.
Okay.
So
I'll come on at 9 o'clock, my normal time, and then she'll start her interview about 10, I think, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
So
And by the way, if you could find me a satellite expert, I think that'll be a great idea as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you too, Ert.
hunt around. Hunt around.
Yeah.
Sakir H, hey, nice to see you
And
in the chat.
there, yeah,
Andy
Kira
Cowley.
H and Andy Cowley, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you might be able to find some things on Facebook, Bobby. Just take a look at that and just do a search for it,
Yeah.
and
Or,
then see.
Yeah.
there's like a little thing that's pretty much an expert. I can try emailing them, and it's like a little store that has those kits.
Oh,
You get the dish, you get the that little thing that connects to the dish, you get the
oh
receiver.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Okay.
Where is this?
It's the site's called SatPro. I think it's satpro.com or something.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Oh cool.
I think I've seen that. They have several different kits available for different type of reading for different type of radio things. So
Oh
they
neat.
have stuff for planet signals and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
So
Very cool.
yeah.
Very cool.
So
All right. Well, the other thing that I did yesterday was I went out and sort of, kind of successfully got some data on that asteroid that was passing near us. Um, um, I think its official name right now is 1999 KW4. So I think it has a number too, 66391. It's just a big asteroid. It's like 1.4 kilometers in diameter. It's a near-Earth asteroid in that it passes, near the Earth. Its orbit is actually very, very eccentric. It's like a big ellipse, and it gets pretty close to the sun, and then it swings out just past the orbit of the Earth. So, and it does that every like 188 days
oh
or
wow.
So it's about every 6 months or so. It's going around once. So, and it just so happens that this time around, when it just passed its furthest away point from the sun, and the Earth is there too.
And thank you, Andy. I'm gonna check it out after the show.
Oh, cool. AMSAT, yes, AMSAT, of course. That will get you there, sure. So yeah, so this asteroid is kind of interesting in that it looks like it has a little moon. It has a little companion as well. I was definitely, there was no way that I was going to be able to see that.
How strange is that an asteroid would have a moon or a partner with it?
Yeah, it's sort of getting to be more normal than what anybody ever thought.
Does it pick it up as some debris from another comet or something that kind of catches?
Yeah, I don't think anybody really knows what's going on there. It's a really, really weird thing. There seem to be a lot of these binary asteroids. Binaries, double-lobed ones. We've seen those, and it's just a little strange. This one seems to have a little moon going around it, which is really, really bizarre, because these things really aren't all that big. They don't really have a lot of mass, yet they have these little bodies, these little smaller rocks, actually orbiting them. It's pretty bizarre, and yeah, yesterday was sort of the brightest that this asteroid was going to be. So my plans were to, start observing it and observe it basically as long as I could. Um, and you know, uh, I probably spent about an extra 10 minutes longer than what I wanted to in terms of finding this thing. Um, yeah, it definitely took me a little bit longer to find it. Once I found it, I was on it for a, a pretty short amount of time. I think it was about 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
How long did it take you to find it? Can I ask that?
it took me about 20 minutes to find it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I I would have liked to have found it much faster than that, but
Yeah.
that's how it went. And in fact, I actually think I did see it. I just didn't know it pretty early on, and I just wasn't able to identify the correct field. So
Okay.
yeah, that's how it goes. But so yeah,
But you did get to see it though. That's the point.
yeah. Let me show you just a couple of pictures, maybe. Um, these I have I have processed. I've calibrated them, but I haven't done any kind of centering or anything else here. Let's see if I can make that a little less painful. There we go. Okay, so here you can sort of see these two bright stars
Yeah.
here, and then there's this faint one way down here. Well, those two bright stars are these two bright stars, and as you can see, there's a little faint guy there. So this thing has moved from here up to about here. And this is in, we could look at the time, but that's probably maybe about, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes worth of motion, maybe a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have sort of a pretty crude movie.
And I think Cosby, before you continue, I was looking at the way how Starlink moves around and stuff like that. It looks like you may have already missed it.
Well, not according to Heavens Above. I think according to Heavens Above, it's supposed to be over me at like 2:52 UTC.
Okay.
So I think, right? I'm looking at this map.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it, and it looks like it's either you missed it or you did the time zone wrong.
Well, are you looking for my location or your location?
No, I was looking at the star charts, and I'm looking at the timestamps and stuff. So it says 1953, 1954, 55, and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. Well, what's wrong with that?
I'm getting. If you did your location, like it looks like you may have missed it.
Okay. Well, maybe I did, but I've grown to trust Heavens Above, and when it says that something's going to happen, it's usually true. So I'm gonna go for it anyway. If I don't see it, then
Were you using that orange? You were using that orange scope to find it?
Oh,
What scope are you using?
are you talking about
The
the satellite?
the telescope. What were you using?
To
Find it.
observe
Yeah,
the
the
asteroid, or to
asteroid. Yeah, the asteroid.
yes, I was using the 8-inch, the orange one.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So this you really can't see all that well. I'm going to clean this up a little bit, but you can sort of see it, kind of, sort of. Yeah, it's hard to see. Um, this is a movie I made with some JPEGs,
Okay.
and it's just JPEGs really mess images up a little bit. So it's kind of hard to see, but there it is right there.
Have you ever tried doing like PNG or something?
Oh yeah, there's lots of ways I can do it. This was just the quick and dirty way of doing it. So, but yeah, I definitely got it.
I'm not sure how good the quality features are in JPEG as compared to PNG.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, I want that. I want that
Wendy,
cleared up. Get that cleared up and cleaned up
yes,
before the next time you show it. You hear that?
yes,
Just kidding.
absolutely,
Just kidding.
absolutely.
No,
It's a mess, but yeah, it's
no, but you can tell it's there though.
yeah, it's there. It's really faint, which I was expecting. But if you sort of look here, if you look up here, it says value.
Mm-hmm.
When I go over this, so when I go over the background, you see I'm sort of, skating around 0 or so. There's some negatives, there's some positives. But when I go on the target itself, I'm going all the way up to like 22, 23, 25. So the signal to noise here is pretty good. It's pretty good.
So how many objects like that? How many objects like that do we miss that we don't? I mean, they're there, but we don't really see them.
Oh, well, I mean, it depends on the size.
Yeah.
The smaller the object you take into consideration, the more of them they're going to be.
All right.
This size object is pretty rare. It's just really big.
Okay, is it as big as our moon or smaller than our moon?
No, it's about 1.4 kilometers in diameter.
So that doesn't
help. Welcome Astro Live channel.
That doesn't help me when you talk about kilometers and stuff. So
it's okay. Well, it's about a mile.
Okay.
About a mile across.
So it's not very big at all, then.
It's sort of the size of a large hill.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, and that's pretty big, as asteroids go. Most asteroids are much smaller than that, on the order of feet or meters in size. So yeah, this is a big one, and that's why I was able to see it, because it was just, because it's so big and so close, it was just bright enough to see.
So now in a 6 months, about 6 months, it'll come around the same time, the same level or the same angle, rather?
Well, no, because in 6 months the Earth.
Okay, wait, no. Okay, then it'll be next year. Then be next year at the same time.
Yeah, but I mean, nothing's exact. So while yes, it is going to be sort of kind of close. It's
so
not.
I was thinking 6 months because you were saying 188 days to orbit. Yeah. So if you go from point to point, 188 days.
Right.
Right. So in 188 days, wouldn't it be back here?
Well,
I'm just guessing. I don't know. I'm just asking.
It is. Right. in its orbit. Let me go over to my Discord channel because I think I got a chart for this
Oh, okay. And
over here.
we can see how it's gonna
So
be.
yeah,
I know where you're at.
let me see if I can
Now I gotta
find
put on
what
my
I
glasses.
posted the other day. Oh, it's here. Here we go.
Oh yeah, okay. Nice.
So this is kind of hard to understand, but this white line here,
Yeah.
this big long thing, is the orbit of the asteroid,
Okay.
and we're sort of looking at the solar system from the side, sort of above and side. Here's the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the orbit of Mercury. The purple one's the orbit of Venus. The blue one's the orbit of Earth. And the orange one, I guess that's orange, is the orbit of Mars. So this is kind of hard to see. Um, I'm wondering, let's do something a little bit better than this. Let's go over to the JPL Horizons website and see if we can get some info on this.
That's amazing. You can have all that information like that.
Yeah, I want to see if I can get to a particular place though. Tools, maybe under tools.
So then, how old are these? How old are these asteroids that we see? Like this one going around. How old is that?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. The current sort of accepted theory is that these objects are, about as old as the solar system itself.
Okay. So they're leftover. So they're leftover debris that.
I guess, yeah. That's the
Okay.
the idea, at least at the moment.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, there we go. This is what I was after. So here's a interactive orbit diagram, and it's going to be a little bit slow because the old potato here. But with this, I can move it around a little bit, so that'll be nice.
Help the angle and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, because what I was showing over on the Discord server is kind of hard to explain with that kind of perspective. It'll be a little bit easier to explain it this way.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here. Okay, so there we go. It's being a little bit slow, but let's look at this from directly overhead.
Ooh.
That'll be the best way to do it.
Wow, it does get kind of close to the sun.
Look from above.
It goes inside the orbit of Mercury. Wow.
Yeah. See, so here's its orbit, and here's the Earth's orbit.
Yep.
So, and as you can see, here it is, and here's the Earth right now.
Wow.
Kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
But everything in this chart is rotating around the sun counterclockwise.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going that way, including this object.
So, so for sure, it's already probably missed us, right? Or
yes, it's already it's already passed us. Yep, it's on its way out again. But see, it's going to stay in this orbit over and over and over again. So, in 188 days, it'll be back to where it was. But the Earth in 188
Oh,
days
I see it. Yeah, I
is
got
going
you.
to be way over here.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So,
So,
now in a year, the Earth will sort of be back here, and so will it. But I don't think it's going to be as close. I don't
okay.
know.
I got it.
But yeah, that's a very, very elliptical orbit. It goes way inside the orbit of Mercury, which is pretty amazing. And then just outside of the orbit of the Earth. So this tool, which is really, really fun, you can move around too. So it's going to be a little bit slow because of my internet here, but
And which side is this one? Oh.
so this is asteroid 1999 KW4.
Yeah, but what is the website that you're using?
Oh, you know what? Let's
Put it in chat or something, and I can get it
yeah,
later.
let me do this. I can throw it into chat.
And I can get it later when I go to chat. I do like that with the Discord chat, is I can catch past messages,
Astro Live channel probably. Well, I don't know. I've got to see how the data cleans up a little bit. I'm not, particularly interested in making any kind of movies or anything. I'm
Right.
interested in the quality of the data, and we'll see. We'll see. I'm not uh, totally pleased with what I did, but having never done it before, I think it was a pretty good shot. But there's going to be a lot of these, so yeah, I'm not too worried about any of that.
But the challenging part is first learning what you're looking at, and that's the main thing.
Challenging, yeah.
Yeah. Challenging is to know what you're looking at when you find it. So, like sometimes when you see something, you might not know that you're even looking at it. Like when you look at a deep space object, for instance.
Right.
You might be thinking you're looking at the one object you're thinking of, but it could be something totally different. Unless you're 100% sure what the location of that object is.
Yeah, and that was a little bit of the challenge here too. Is that I was looking for a very, very rapidly moving target.
Okay.
So when I started looking for it, it was in one place, and where I ended up actually locking onto it was well, not in a completely different place, but it had moved, significantly.
Right.
So yeah. But yeah, I definitely got it, and
cool.
I'll be seeing what I can do with the little bit of data I've got. It's not a lot, but I've got these 2 stars in here, and that is really enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'll be all right. It's just yeah, I took way too long finding it, and then there was just not a lot of time before it just got way too low in the sky, and I couldn't see it anymore. So I recorded it all the way down, but the quality of the data just it completely dropped after a little bit. So pretty fun, pretty cool, worth doing. I also got 100 images of Messier 104, which is a galaxy over in the constellation of, I think that's Corvus. So that's a really, really, really fantastic looking galaxy. You can definitely see it with even a pretty small scope.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
think it's time for you to get out of here.
yeah, I think it's about that time. So yeah, I think I'm looking outside and it's still looking pretty darn bright out there, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. So
Yeah,
okay,
the moon is out.
I think this will be sort of the last time that I, on purpose, have to cut this live stream short. I don't like doing that. I like being here as long as I possibly can.
And we get a refund, right? Do we get a refund on the time not used?
Every single bit, every single bit. Yes,
Just like
sirree.
Bobby will get his check just like last week, right?
Just exactly the same amount and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to go out and try to see this silly Starlink thing. Check out Heavens Above to see when it's going to be passing over you. It actually does pass over pretty often, but the objects are pretty faint. So for me, this is sort of the last bright one. It actually passed almost directly over me last night while I was looking for the asteroid. It passed right overhead.
Wow.
I didn't see a thing.
Wow.
It's like, oh crap.
I'll
That's all right.
I'll show you my clouds if you want. I'll show you my clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oops, excuse me.
I've got it completely clear here, so I'm going to run out and take a look at this bad boy. So,
All right. Well, thanks for
everybody.
the stream. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, everybody. Peace, cheers, and all that. I will be here again tomorrow, 2 hours UTC. All right. Take care, everybody.
See you next time.
Live long and prosper.
Live and prosper. Later.